Hey, what's up guys, it's Apollo Uchiha here and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm back with a new movie. The name of this movie is What If Naruto Was a Necromancer, and yeah guys, it is an unscripted movie as well. Now before continuing this, shout out is due where it is due. Shout out to my boy Starlight for suggesting me this idea. And yeah guys, make sure you leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you like the content of this channel. And aside from this channel, I also have a second channel where I upload what ifs, mainly Naruto X, some random ships that I make up. So yeah, some of you guys have been commenting on that channel that why the stories are like 10 minutes or 15 minutes. It's because that, yeah, I just want to make random stories, ideas that, just pop up in my head and just throw it out there so you guys might listen to it as well, aside from this. So I hope you don't mind that much and just enjoy the content. And yeah, I am back to making your ideas again. So without any further ado, enough of my yippee yapping, let's begin with our today's story. You'll know already what to do. Leave a like and subscribe to my channel. Roll the intro. Our story begins in Konoha Gakure no Sato, 6 years after the QB attack, as we go towards the said village, and more specifically towards a location known as the Academy, where the next generation were being taught about their history as well as how to become shinobis and protect themselves in the hardcore shinobi world, which will be cold and cruel to them in the upcoming years. As today's topic was quite different, as Iruka, all thanks to Hokage-sama, was able to get a hold of a new topic, which was the forbidden jutsus that only a Kage could use. And Hiruzen alongside the council have decided that some of the canon should know about these jutsus, but they will not be taught about these jutsu, because in the near future, if anything happens, since it was the shinobi world and always the unexpected was to be expected, they might have to face these things. As such amongst topic was the one called necromancy, which Iruka has explained as well for a little bit before moving on, until he was stopped in his tracks by one of the most annoying students that he had. But he loved that student, Naruto Uzumaki, the current resident Jinchuriki of the said village. Wait, Mizuki-sensei, can you repeat that what you said? You're finally taken an interest in the lecture today, Naruto. Well, yeah, but can you repeat about what you said about what the hell was that? Necromancy, Naruto. It is art that is forbidden and was used by the people of the old age before the age of shinobi. But it is said that it was so accursed that it was destroyed by the sage himself, deeming the people evil and unnecessary. And it was, disrespectful of the dead to revive them as your soldiers and slave. But wait, said Sakura, isn't that what Tobirama-sama replicated as his Edo Tensei no Jutsu? Well, Sakura, that is what you can say, but that is a lighter version of it. It is a contract formed with soul after some sacrifice, and the soul will return back. But with necromancy, it is completely different. Once you brought back the soul, it will be bound to you until the day you die. And even if after that, if you order it to live on, it will live on. And that is how much it is dangerous and scary. And that is why it is gone for good. Are there any informations regarding this art? Said Sasuke Uchiha, who for the first time after the massacre of the Uchiha clan 6 months ago have been vocal. Well, Sasuke-kun, I don't know. There might have been, but the records and the history of the necromancy have been forbidden and removed ever since long ago. So you might have to try hard to find out about this. As Sasuke then looked towards Naruto, Naruto then looked towards Sasuke. And something told Iruka that he has made a big mistake and he shouldn't have told this thing to these children. As after that the class ended, we see that the two boys, who were at one time best friends, now they rarely talked, were standing on the other side, near the Uchiha compound, which was nearly now abandoned. Only except Sasuke and Naruto lived there. You see, what happened was that when Itachi left and Sasuke recovered and went back his own way to his clan compound to reside there, Naruto was waiting for him there, and even comforted him. And that is when Sasuke realized that he just pushed his friend away, who he shouldn't have, and he shouldn't listen to Itachi, the one who has showed him the path of hatred after killing and butchering his family and the clan. End of the flashback. As we see both of them standing there. Are you thinking the same thing, Naruto, as me? Yes. Every orphan wants a parent or so. I have seen Obasan and Uncle many times with you, and I miss them. And not only that, I want to know who my parents are. Gigi wouldn't tell me, no matter how many times I ask. All we need is our own blood drop, as Sensei told us. But we need to know where these arts reside. There has to be some books, Sasuke. I mean, how would Ruka Sensei knew, right? That is correct. We have to look high and low for this. How about the Uchiha clan library? There might be some sort of clues there. As they went inside the library of the Uchiha clan, where all the jutsus and the historic books and scrolls were stored, as they were searching high and low for weeks to no end, and even sometimes skipped a few days from school altogether and academy, which caused Ruka to grow wary because his suspicions were now tingling. They're saying that both of the students were doing something that they shouldn't have. And after finally search of 1 month continuously, Naruto was able to get a hold on the book. But it was the basic parts of it, as the arts and the introduction as well as the basic steps were only shown there. And it was more than enough to only revive insects and animals only. As Naruto gritted his teeth. After all this search, this is what we found. Wait, Naruto. This is good. This is the beginning of the steps. All we need now is something more advanced to learn how to revive a human, so we can revive our families. You're right, Sasuke. But I don't get it. Why do you want to revive your family? Is it that obvious? I thought it should be obvious at least. The thing is that Naruto, I know that something was going on with the clan, and I want to know why Nissan did what he did. I thought you hated him. No, I don't. You see, there is something going on. One thing I learned from my family was that always look underneath the underneath. And I'm trying to figure out why would Itachi Nissan do this. The most pacifist guy out of all the Uchihas. The one who was called the odd one out. That is something that is odd, now that I think about it. Itachi Nissan was really nice and calm person. Maybe something has happened. Something we're overlooking. And that is why I want to revive them. But wait, don't you want to be with your family? Obviously, that is the next part. I want to be with them, regardless of their intentions and whatever they have done, to deserve such pain. If Itachi really did what he did, I'll be bringing him down. With or without your help. I'll always be standing besides you, Sasuke. You know that, right? And so will I, Naruto. As both of them smirked. As after that, Naruto then thought of something. Because some days went by and they were able to learn a few of the tricks of necromancy, and were only able to revive dead butterflies and so on. As Naruto then said, wait Sasuke, I have an idea. What? I'm going towards Gigi's office. There has to be something in the Kage vault and library. That is something that might be possible. But Naruto, are you sure? You want to do this? I mean, Hiruzen-sama might hate you for this. I know, but this is a risk that is worth taking. Naruto said after a pause, I'll be going now. As Naruto then arrived towards Hiruzen's office, as he saw that his Gigi as usual was working there sitting on his desk. What is it, Naruto, my boy? Gigi, I want to learn about something. Can I borrow a few books from your library? As Hiruzen's eyes widened, as his eyebrow rose. But Naruto, you can go to the Shinobi library and get it from there. Why are you looking specifically here? Said Hiruzen. As Naruto then told him, you know they wouldn't let me enter. Sasuke? Well, the Shinobis hate him too, saying that the Uchihas are cursed on the village as well. What? Yes. You both aren't allowed there? No, Gigi, we're not. I see. So if you want to learn, only borrow one book, Naruto. One book at a time. Okay, Gigi. As Naruto then thought of for a bit, thinking of a way to bring out the book. Wait, Gigi, do you have a blank copy or book? What do you want, Naruto? I'll copy it down so that I can remember it, and after that I'll just return the book to you, even the copy of it. I see. That might do. Here you go, my boy. As after that, Naruto took on the scroll, because that was the only thing that was available there. It was a huge one, as Naruto went where all the scrolls and books were kept, and found an old historic sector, where all the old and previous books from the clan warring era were kept from different clans, and that is when he found, amongst one of the most prominent Uchiha clan books, the Book of Necromancy. As Naruto brought that out and was beginning to write down the most important steps and the important techniques, and after writing down most of the part, he put the book back because it has been 3 hours since he was doing so, as he knew his Gigi would come in and check on him. As Naruto then said, okay Gigi, I'll be leaving now. Wait, Naruto, my boy. What did you write down? As Naruto's breath hitched. He knew that he would be caught, his Gigi would hate him and would not allow this to happen. Oh, nothing, just basic katas and all that. Okay, my boy. As Naruto felt bad that his Gigi trusted him, and even though he was doing this, but he was doing this for a good cause. He was doing this for his parents to bring them back. Sasuke needed answers as well, and this could help both of them out. As after returning back to the Uchiha compound, Naruto then displayed the whole scroll to him. I see, so these are the advanced steps to the necromancy. And we can finally revive one person. Naruto, we have to test this out. Wait, this is dangerous, Sasuke. How are we gonna test this out? On me. What? What do you mean on you? I'm gonna kill myself, and you have more than 20 minutes to revive me. You better. No, this is not happening. I'm not gonna turn you into my tool or something. This has to be this way, Naruto. You have to try. Not on you. Then on who? Who is there that who will help us out? I know a person. As Naruto then went with Sasuke, as Naruto showed him, Mizuki, who was currently talking to someone in the middle of the woods. I have seen him acting weird in the class. He was looking at me with the odd eyes, that same eye which was given to me by the villagers. So, that is common for you, isn't it? That is, but look carefully. He has some scrolls that are important from the academy, and he's giving those scrolls to that person. That shouldn't be allowed. He's not even from Konoha. That is what I'm trying to say. We'll wait until he's done. As after waiting for a few minutes, they saw that they both parted ways as they followed Mizuki until they grabbed him and knocked him out, as Naruto now killed him. Okay, now we gotta try him as our guinea pig. He was a traitor anyway. As Naruto with a single hand seal began the formation until he saw that Sasuke drew circles and pentagram on the ground. As he began, Necromancy God, bring forth, bestow your power upon me, and bring forth the dead in front of you. I offer his soul to you in exchange. Revive him as my tool and weapon to be used. As Naruto's eyes glowed purple, as huge amount of purple energy rose from him, and the pentagram grew. As Naruto witnessed that, Mizuki flew into the air until his soul screamed and was ripped out of his body. As for the body, it opened its eyes in a zombie-like state with purple eyes, looking back at them as it growled and bowed in front of them. It worked. It worked, Sasuke. The first basic step is complete. Return. As Mizuki's now a walking corpse returned into Naruto's shadow. What else are we gonna do now, Naruto? This worked. Maybe we can. We can only do this on people who we killed. And we have to do it hurriedly. We now have to train Sasuke. And that is what they did. As the academy's year went by, they trained and did nothing more than that in the arts of necromancy, while keeping up with the shinobi career as well. And the time came until it was the day of the graduation, as Iruka was handing out the test by himself since Mizuki has disappeared a few years back, and nobody has seen him ever since. No clues of his body or any traces that he has been kidnapped or taken were found. So in the end, it was labeled as KIM. As after that, we see that Mizuki was handing out tests to everyone, and after doing so, he returned back to his seat and watched everyone carefully as they performed their test. Naruto and Sasuke were the ones who firstly finished, which was quite obvious since they were the most brilliant students out of nowhere. After that day, to this day after that class, something inside Iruka told him that something with the Mizuki's disappearance had to do with these two kids, and they have been very interested in necromancy. And he decided it's time to take it up to talk to Hokage-sama about this. As after some time, we see that everyone was finished and the headbands were now being handed out. As Naruto grabbed his headband and stopped. What is it, Naruto? Drop it, sensei. I know what you are thinking. Do not speak of this matter to anyone else. As Iruka's eyes widened. What do you mean, Naruto? I know, because I can sense. You are going to tell something to Gigi. Do not stand in our way. I will not care if you're brother of mine or not. I have one goal and one goal alone. Naruto, but you might hurt someone in this goal. Iruka said, after realizing what Naruto was saying. I only taught that lesson because I thought that there must be some forbidden jutsus that you might all learn. And I was the one who begged Okage-sama to include this clause, but I did not know that this might have this effect on you. Why are you even doing this? I'm doing this to find out about my parents. What? But Naruto, I know, I wasn't just out of nowhere born from a corpse field or something, sensei. I was born like a normal kid as well. I need to find out who my parents are. I also want a family. I have a right to have a family. All my life I have been given nothing more than scrawn. Please don't speak about this to anyone. I do not wish to add one more to my arsenal. What do you mean? As with a snap of his finger, Naruto showed Mizuki's corpse, looking at Iruka, covered in all purple energy. Mizuki, you killed him? He was a traitor. He was going to betray us. And guess what? With Orochimaru. What? Why didn't you tell this to anyone? You could have what? Fought Alpha Sani? Let's be realistic, sensei. Nothing of that would have happened. Naruto, you changed. You weren't like this. It's for the good, sensei, that I did. Because I now have a goal. And only one. And that is to bring back my parents. By hook or by crook. If you stand in my way, I will do the same to you. Even if I don't want to. So please refrain from telling this to anyone. As this was said, ambush dropped from everywhere. You told? As Naruto was knocked out and a seal was placed on him. As we see that now Naruto was presented in front of the whole council when he woke up. What is going on? His hands were chained with the two stumps that were now placed here. Naruto Uzumaki, Genin of Konoha, you have been found practicing the forbidden arts of necromancy, said Hiruzen with hard voice and cold face. What have you say in your defense? Nothing. I did what I did. Why, Naruto? Why would you do that? Said Hiruzen as he was in deep pain. I trusted you, and this is how you repay me. This is how you repay my trust in you. I did what I had to do, Gigi. I wasn't going to harm anyone. I was only going to bring two people who were important to me back. Who? My parents. Those are the only people that I want to bring back, because you wouldn't tell me, or these people wouldn't tell me, and they will just keep on looking at me with scorn. Naruto said, indicating towards the civilian council members who looked down. I have enough. I did not ask for this job. I didn't want to be the Jinchuriki. Who placed me here was the fourth Hokage. And it's all his fault, if anything else. Do not blame our hero. He did a noble deed. And what did you do? Disregarding his wish to see me as a hero. I have read some books aside from doing necromancy in your library, Gigi. And if my hunch is correct, that old douchebag is my father. A father that I want to revive to punch him in the gut for saying what he has done to me. And to make sure that he yells at all of you. But Naruto, what would you get out of it? My family, Gigi. My real family. Which you were not able to give me. Even if you promised him. As Iruka and Hiruzen, who were also present there, were shocked. As Sasuke was brought there as well. Sasuke Uchiha has been brought. He has been found this next culprit as well. It seems that we have been found, Naruto. Not for long. As Naruto then said, necromancy release. As huge amount of shadows were released from underneath Naruto. As huge black spears appeared around them in a shield-like formation. Do not get close to us, Gigi. Our aim is only one, and that is to bring back our family, and nothing else. We wish not to harm nobody, but if you stand in our way, things can get dirty and bloody. And I can revive all of you, if I want to, even after killing you. So I have no problem in doing so that. As Hiruzen said, you both need medical attention, and you need to forget about this incident. As after suddenly, out of nowhere, Jiraiya appeared, as wooden roots appeared and caught both of them from underneath. What? As Jiraiya slapped both of the seals on their necks, causing them to knock out. This isn't over, said Sasuke, as they were now knocked out. Phew, that was a close one. What should we do now? Said Jiraiya, as he looked towards his sensei. Erase their memories, Inoichi. What? But Hokage-sama, it is the only way. Erase their memories. They are not to be supposed to learn these arts, and you people should respect him a little bit more. If you want to ignore him, ignore, but do not curse at him. He has suffered enough. He has suffered so much that he was pushed to do this. I cannot believe that. As after that, we see that Naruto woke up in his apartment. Wait, today's the graduation day, Naruto said as he arrived there, only to find that Iruka was waiting for him. As he has folded arms, Naruto, you're late. Oh, sorry, Iruka sensei. So, when can I begin test? What do you mean, Naruto? You already passed the test. Here you go, your headband. What, really? So you want to take the test again? No, 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 no. I'm fine, I'm fine, I'm fine. Seriously, I am. As after that, Naruto smiled and grabbed the headband and finally left. Be back here tomorrow for the team assignments. Okay, sensei. As after that, Naruto went to his Gigi's office. Gigi, look what I found. I found my headband. Oh, so he finally became a Genin Naruto. Yeah, I'm gonna be the strongest Hokage now. Ha! Just you wait and watch, old man. I'm gonna take that hat away from you in no time. As after that, we see that Naruto returned home. As he heard voices while he was returning after eating his favorite ramen. You are being lied to. Wake up. Wake up. As Naruto's eyes went and looked around everywhere. What? Am I being haunted by the ghosts? Oh no. I gotta go. As Naruto arrived back at his apartment. Now as for Sasuke, he has woken up cold again. And it has been made sure that he hated Naruto to the core as well this time around. Iruka and Hiruzen deemed it necessary, as did the council, that they hate each other so that they wouldn't meet, or even if they do, they won't act as friends towards each other, so there is a lesser chance that they might unlock or their memories again. And let's just say that by some fate that team was placed against the odds, as Naruto and Sasuke were again on a team, which caused many worries to arise within the village, since most of the council knew what would happen if they were able to regain their memories. They might even cause all havoc and destruction everywhere because of the necromancy arts that they have learned. As Naruto then began to banter with Sasuke as usual until the time began to pass by, as they did their D-rank missions, and after doing so, it was time to do their first C-rank mission, which was to lead Tazuna, a bridge builder from Land of Waves, all the way back. It was supposed to be an easy one, but when they were done fighting, something inside Naruto was cracking, as the voices have become strong. As he looked at Sasuke in the middle of the night, who was also having sleepless nights. Wait, Teme, why are you here? What do you mean, Dope? I couldn't sleep. These voices in my head are just bothering me. You hear voices as well? Naruto said, as Sasuke looked at him with raised eyebrow. What do you mean? Wake up. As Sasuke's eyes widened, you're being lied to. You're being held back. Remember. Bring forth necromancy. As both of them said, as underneath Naruto, Mizuki's corpse rose as he was his pawn. Wait, what? What is this? What do you mean, though? I don't know. You were the one who caused this. Disappear. Go away. Return. Something. As after said this, Naruto said these words, the said figure disappeared. As Sasuke was shocked. Something tells me that these voices are telling us something, Naruto. I think so too, Teme. We need to find out. As Sasuke nodded. And after that, time began to pass by, and they returned back. And the Chunin exams were on their top of their head, and so they began. The first part was easy, the second part was as in canon, and Sasuke even got the curse mark from, let's just say, Orochimaru, or his copy, and they finally reached the preliminary round, which Naruto won as in canon, and after that there was 1 month work of break when Jiraiya arrived. During the practicing with Jiraiya, when Naruto was standing on top of the door, or at least trying to, his memories began to haze as he was beginning to think and remember some things. And on the other side with Kakashi, when Sasuke was being trained, he also began to remember the memories of the past. It's because he was thinking about the same instant as Naruto was, of what has transpired. As that is when the final round began, as month has passed. And in the end, Sasuke appeared and the battle with him and Shikaku Jinchuriki, Gaara no Sabuko from Suna began. And Shikaku was unleashed and the Konoha crush began as well. Oto and Suna banded together to destroy Konoha. And Hiruzen was there to protect them, and so were the many shinobis and protectors of Konoha as well, as the civilians were evacuated. And those of the Genins who were stable and alive were being taken care of as well. by the forces until Naruto then said, something inside of him said, devour. As Naruto then said, necromancy art, devour. And so did Sasuke on the other side, as both of them began to devour as many pawns as they could, until they stopped. Arrive, as all of their pawns rose from their shadows, as they were now in a corpse-like state. Attack, leave no one alive. As seeing their enemies, they charged at the ones they were a part of, and begin to beat them. And that is when Konoha Shinobis realized that the necromancers were back. And that is when Naruto and Sasuke's memories were starting to come back at least. As after that, we see that the third Hokage have died, and the Shinobis were busy with that, not telling everyone and the council that the necromancers were back. As now we see that Jiraiya has taken Naruto to find Tsunade, the most suitable Kage position candidate. As Naruto left, Sasuke was also resting. As that was when finally Shinobi revealed to the council that he saw Naruto and Sasuke using necromancy, and to a greater extent. It seems that if their necromancer's abilities have come back, this is not good. What are we supposed to do, Danzo-sama, Koharu-sama? Said the civilians. They might hate us for what we have done. Even after finding out their true identities, we have left as they were, to make sure that nothing has gone wrong. I wish that Hiruzen-sama was here. We can't do anything. Yes, we can't. One is still asleep. There is a high chance that we can alter his memories. I can try, but doing this twice might break his mind, which is good. Even if a broken mind Uchiha is better than a necromancer one. Even in this age, we have seen and witnessed the power, said the Anbus. It is way too terrifying. He just devoured all of the Shinobis from the other side, and when they rose they were his pawns, to use as freely as he wished, as all of them were now dreadful and scared. But one of the persons was intrigued, Danzo Shimura. He wanted that power. Power of immortal soldiers that he could use whenever he wanted. But he knew deep down he couldn't achieve it, because of his old age, and, not only that, Danzo was a cripple. Even if he had artificial cells and all that, he was a cripple, and necromancy required full growth of body, and everything to be perfect. So, that was out of question. And he gritted his teeth. But then an idea came to his mind. If he can't, one of his root members can. So he began to search for the most perfect candidate for him to use as a necromancer of his own. As we go towards Naruto, as he was having lucid dreams of the way that they were captured in the council chambers, and Sasuke was with him until they found Tsunade. And the same banter erupted until Tsunade and Naruto decided to fight. Naruto this time then said, "Stop," as a shadow extended from him and grabbed her feet to drag her down, as Naruto have literally dragged her until only her neck and head were up, as Naruto touched her face. "See, I told you I'll win." Now Jiraiya was downright chilled by this. A kid, a Genin, was able to defeat a Sannin and one of the strongest Konoichis as well in the world, with such ease, only one move, and with the abilities of the necromancer. As after that Naruto left after bringing her out. As Tsunade was cursing at him for using cheats and techniques, Jiraiya was dreadful as she looked at him. Before she could question, she saw the dreadful look. "Jiraiya, what's wrong?" Tsunade, that was the necromancy that we tried to seal away from him. "What? The kid's a necromancer?" "Yes." "Why? Why would he be? Of all the people, why would my grandson be the necromancer?" "Why did he choose this?" "Because he wanted a family back. He wanted to meet his parents, to know why they did what they did, to know their reasons, and to bring them back. That is his only reason, and we did not want him to disrespect the dad. So that is why we sealed away his memories, alongside another one, who I think might have been facing the same thing if Naruto is awakening." And that was true. Sasuke's memories have awoken. So he decided to use his own technique as he visited the Uchiha gravesite, where he found the stones of his mother and father's grave. Revive. As these stones were engulfed by the darkness until two of the figures rose. Revival, X+, revive back, as generals. As two red drop of his blood, and their skin returned back to normal, but their eyes still remained red, indicating that they have been revived as his generals and servant. "Sasuke, is that you?" said Mikoto as Sasuke, while crying, dashed towards his mother and hugged her. "Kajan, you're finally back. You're back." Sasuke, what is the meaning of this? Why have you brought us back? I thought we left you in the care of Itachi. He killed everyone. I wanted to know why. We were distraught, Sasuke. We chosen the wrong path. We were going to go and start a civil war. What? You were going to? Yes. Itachi didn't want that to happen. He was given a choice, and so were we. Either being ambushed and stop the civil war and many of the unnecessary deaths, or Itachi himself conveys us. From the looks of it, Danzo didn't want that to happen. Danzo killed Shisui, the one that was tasked with this task. After him was Itachi, and he was only given one choice, and that was to kill everyone or save one, because they knew you were his weakness. As Sasuke was crying while his mother hugged him, I will bring him back, and I'll get Konoha back for this. Unknown to them, many of the Anbus who were watching them from the shadows have heard this, and were amazed by the power that they have witnessed. As Sasuke then said, burn. As the books that were all laced with their tags, which were regarding necromancy, have been starting to burn into ashes and charcoal. They didn't want anyone to get this power. Only they could teach anyone they want to. I'll wait for you, Naruto. Shadow engulf. As both of them were, including Sasuke, were engulfed in shadow. As next thing Naruto knew, he was in his apartment and Sasuke arrived there. As Naruto's memories have come back. You finally achieved what you wanted to do, Sasuke. So it seems like you finally got your memories back as well, Naruto. Naruto? Do you? Yes. I also learned the arts. And I'm gonna bring back my parents. Alright. I'll tell you where their graves are. That is good. As after that we go towards an undisclosed location. Wait. Naruto said. Seeing that there indicated the grave of the third Hokage, his Gigi. As well as, not only that, the second and the first. I'm gonna revive them as well. Revive. Generals. As Naruto built it himself 5 generals out of the ground. As they were all shocked. Naruto, you have used your 5 generals and now you cannot only revive one. I know. I have revived some good generals. Why are we back? What is the meaning of this? Naruto, my boy, you. I don't hate you, GD. You are trying to protect us from something. And I don't care actually. I'm only going to revive my parents now. Since I have 3 of my generals left, I'm only gonna use 2 more, which will be for my parents. As after arriving at their graves, they witnessed the necromancy arts. Is this the? Yes, Nissan, said Tobirama to his big brother. These are the necromancy arts. The arts that were forbidden and disregarded by the sage. Why would you do this, kid? You tell me. Being hated by those people who you swore to protect. This is bound to happen. What? What do you mean? DG, please answer to them. I will. As Hiruzen began to explain to everyone what has transpired in Naruto's life, they were all shocked and disgusted by the people that they swore to protect. And, in the end, Naruto was able to successfully revive his parents, until he punched Minato in the gut. Why in the hell would you seal the 9 tails inside of me? I'm sorry, Naruto. I thought that it was the best decision. I've witnessed what has transpired. What? Yes, Hiruzen, we witnessed everything. Part of our soul was attached to Naruto's seal. We could see through his eyes. Our baby has suffered enough, Kushina said, hugging him. As Naruto finally rested easy and thought that he was complete. Then Naruto then said, oh shoot, I have to go. We're going to bring back that old lady Tsunade back. Suna, huh? You mean Kachan? Said Minato. As Naruto looked at her. Wait, what? You mean that woman is my grandmother? Huh. Look at that, Tobirama. It's our great-grandson. But he's a necromancer. Why would you develop that tendency, kid? Necromancy is a forbidden art. When you are desperate for something, Tobirama Gigi, and to achieve things, actions need to be taken. Whether for the best or for the worst. And I took my chances with these actions. And they worked. I have brought you back as well. Because now with the power and force of 5 Kages, there will be hell to pay for those who mess with us. What do you mean? Starting today, we're gonna take care of this village because there are a lot of corruptancy that is going on. Isn't that right, GD? You're right, Naruto. there has been. One of the good factors about the necromancy is that nobody can lie to me. Not anyone. Not anymore. As after that, we see that Jiraiya and Tsunade finally arrived back, only to see that Naruto has changed the village within 2 months of their return, because they have been searching high and low for 2 months for Naruto since his disappearance after finally returning back, only to see the village has changed. And the civilians were like normal, but something has changed. As they finally arrived to the Hokage office, only to see that Naruto was waiting for them there. Hello there. Took you long enough to come here, grandmother. As Tsunade flinched, as out of the shadows from Naruto's rose Tobirama Hashirama, Mito Uzumaki, the final general of Naruto, as well as his parents. Why would you do this, Kajan? Why did you leave my son alone? You promised me you'll take care of him. I'm sorry, Minato. I just couldn't bear with the loss of seeing you all gone. So you blamed me. Pathetic. I'm not gonna hurt you or anything. Everyone has their own reasons. You had yours. I'm gonna look past by you as you have looked past by me in the time of need. And it is time for us to start a war on the other villages to get revenge for the Shiogakure. Mito nodded. Wait, Obachan, you shut up, Tsunade. Kushina and I are the Uzumakis. You were also one, but you didn't do anything. We will avenge our clan. Before that, I need an army, and so do Sasuke. Sasuke, revive the Uchiha clan. I will go and revive the Uzumakis. And that is what happened. With the help of necromancy, 2 friends rose to power after reviving their clans as their weapons, immortal weapons who couldn't die. And the generals were given immense power by the necromancy god as well. As after that we go towards Akatsuki, who have heard about this potential power, and they were scared, and henceforth they have been trying to deroot from the 9-tails Jinchuriki. Since they were going to capture each and every Jinchuriki to revive the 10-tails, it was obviously the best choice that they used Inkaku and Ginkaku, and that is what happened. They used those and the 10-tails was complete. While on the other side, the war was raging on between the elemental nations, as Kumo and Eva were being destroyed by Naruto and the Uzumaki armies, as their own army forces were being turned into mindless zombies of Naruto that were attacking them. And as on the other side, Sasuke was attacking Eva and those who were oppressors of dojutsus, freeing Mei, who was on their side now, and they were finally happy. Konoha was on a mission, and that mission was to change the course of history and events off from here on out from the elemental nations. And finally, that is when they heard the huge roar of the mighty beast 10-tails, who was revived in a weakened state. Naruto arrived there. People of the elemental nations, today, I, Madara Uchiha, declare 4th Great Shinobi War on you. You know what to do, Sasuke. No, you go, Naruto. Since you're already in Jinchuriki, you might know. As Naruto placed a hand on top of the huge beast, engulfed, as Naruto began to eat out the biju until nothing remained. It turned into a black charcoal fruit that half Naruto threw at Sasuke as both of them ate, as their eyes turned into Rinne Sharingan of their own color. Black with red tomos. For Sasuke, Naruto had white tomos and blue eyes. So this is the power of the 10-tails, huh? Bijudama. As after opening his palm, a huge Bijudama was fired, sending a half of the village into nothing more than smears and destruction. As Naruto saw the corpses of those of the Jinchuriki fellows of his. Please, revive them. Naruto could still hear the multiple voices from the 10-tails that he has eaten. You don't need to worry. Engulf, revive. As Naruto also needed some of his knights, and they were going to be that, as all of the Jinchurikis were now revived as his knights as well. Sasuke's already pieces were complete, like chess pieces, and so were now Naruto's. Both of them had their own armies, and were now going to build their own nations, which were going to be allied. And the civilians who were saved lived amongst them, and during the course of history of events, the shinobi world was now nothing more than 2 kingdoms, the Uchiha and the Uzumaki kingdom, which were friends forever with one another. And all the minor villages were now falling under them, except for Rice country as well as for the Snow country, who started a battle with both of the kingdoms, thinking that the era was over, but only to their discomfort when they found out that the necromancy power was still alive and they were defeated by it. And in the end, the Otsuzukis came and they were too used as chakra fruit and power solidified their power and stand as their kings. As now we see that many years have passed and only two forces existed in the whole elemental nations and world. Two vastly spread kingdoms ruled by both best friends. And they have been bugged by their parents for only one thing, and that was for marriage. But hey, this was something that they wanted, not anyone else. Oh, and one more thing. Itachi, let's just say his punishment was that he was the right hand man of Sasuke and Naruto, so he had to be with both of the kings at the same time, which was quite hassle for him. So poor him, but this was the fine punishment for him for running away from all the mess that he created, and they had to sort out. As this is where I'm going to be leaving this story off, guys. I hope you like this one, and if you do, then make sure you leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you like the content of this channel. I know it is a short movie, but yeah, I'm not gonna expand it anymore and make it boring for you than it already is. At least that's what I thought. So yeah, enough about my yapping. This is where I'm leaving this story off, guys. Make sure you leave a like and subscribe to both of my channels. And without any further ado, let's end it here. This is Apollo Uchiha, and I'm signing out. Peace!